Brilliant! Brilliant! Don's like, I see what you played there. We were talking about the dispensaries and in the greater Wheeling area. Yeah. And so Theory of a Dead Man with RX. Look at me. Yay! I want to point out, and I think Michael backed me on this from the Greater Wheeling Chamber of Commerce, that there are more things to do in Wheeling than the dispensaries.
There's a lot more to do.
Stino. Yeah.
We've got an awesome the best theater around, Synergy. Brand new leather reclining seats, dine-in theater, good prices, $8 tickets.
I like that. Yeah, that's good. Whoever invented the theaters with the dining and the eating and the, not having to...
Yeah, that should have been a thing all along. Like,
right.
we do that at home. Why isn't it?
Why wouldn't it be? Right.
The best thing about that theater is you walk in, and from Remy on down, everybody's smiling and treating you nice.
Yeah.
It's a good place to
Theater I go to, you walk in, they hit you with a hammer. Yeah, it's... I don't know why I went more than once. You'd think after the first time I'd learn, but I'm like, I really want to see the movie. I mean, it's the new Spider-Man.
Is that the Whack-A-Mole theater?
Yeah.
I didn't understand that. Is it a glory hole theater? No.
Again, we have company in the studio currently, so... Anyway, we were talking to Mike about Thursdays on the Plaza starting sooner rather than later this year in Wheeling.
We're going to start in May. With the Lindmark Group, who runs the plaza. It's Wheeling One. We've got City Works, Mia's Cantina, Meat and Potato, best MP Urban Kitchen. It's the same place, and they've got the best pot roast in town.
Did you say pot roast?
Pot roast. Yeah, we're back to the pot again.
MP Urban
You started
MNP Urban Kitchen.
Stina loves pot. I love pot roast. Like, it used to be you go to a restaurant, nobody'd serve pot roast because it's like something your mom made or whatever.
No, this is the kind that'll melt in your mouth. It's awesome.
And who orders pot roast at a restaurant? Someone like you, right?
A couple of things. One, if you go to the Golden Corral, which is the people of Walmart, and go to dinner, the pot roast is delicious. Two, if you go to Austin's in Libertyville, and I know Libertyville is not Greater Wheeling, they have these pot roast quesadillas.
You made me get them with you one time.
Right.
I had them.
What place in Wheeling has pot roast?
Meat and Potato
is
what the sign currently says, but they're changing their name to MP Urban Kitchen.
Because it's like that's more hip. That's something you see on one of those cooking shows.
Right.
Yeah. Stino's is in for the pot to Wheeling, and I'm in for the pot roast.
Nice.
We're all good.
I'll do both. Okay, I'll have some pot and then have some pot roast.
All those places sound good, but none of them sound as good as Mia's Cantina in Wheeling. Esteban is here, and I'm not just saying that because he just gave us another drink, but he did.
He did.
What is this one?
Salud.
Oh, this one is a tequila blanco with fresh lime juice and Cointreau, orange liqueur.
Like margaritas, like Cointreau is. There's different margarita like versions of what it has to be a margarita.
Yeah.
But Cointreau is like one of the. What the hell is Cointreau?
It's an orange liqueur.
It's orange. Yeah. You sound like you're cool when you're like, put a little more Cointreau in that. They're like, why? What do you want it to taste like, sir? I don't know. I just like saying put a little more Cointreau in that. It's an orange liqueur.
Yes.
All right.
Also, they made the Cadillac margarita, which has Grand Marnier. It's a darker.
There's another one. This is
darker.
Yeah, Grand Marnier. That's what I thought it was.
What is it?
That's orange too. As
Is
well.
that orange
It's
too?
a cognac base. It's a cognac base with orange
tastes
taste.
orange.
Yes, it's an orange too.
So you know stuff. That's good, Stino. Good
Oh,
job.
my alcohol. Wait, what were you saying before that? I just totally
I
blanked out.
don't know what I just said 2 seconds ago. So what is? And then this is the.
So yeah, for our Mia's Cantina margaritas, we use fresh lime juice, premium tequila, 100% blue agave, and Cointreau, orange liqueur.
Keep saying
Cointreau.
he's very proud of the fresh lime juice. Like you guys, actually, there's somebody there squeezing limes
Every single day.
This is the bottom guy. This is the guy who just got hired.
Yes.
The first thing there. What are you gonna do, Jimmy? Go in the back room and squeeze some limes. Then he walks in there and there's like a 50-pound bag of limes that he has to squeeze.
Maybe a couple, 100 pounds.
How many limes? We'll get there, Don. Calm yourself. How many limes do you go through in a month?
Whoa.
Because every drink you say fresh lime juice. What do you think?
A month, I would say.
It's by the pound you order them, or what?
It's a case, 50-pound case.
50-pound case. How many cases of limes?
Easily we go maybe, I would say, 800 to 1,000.
1,000 limes.
Pounds.
Pounds. 1,000 pounds of limes.
Yeah. Yeah, because
Nobody's-
it's all
They're
fresh.
heavy.
Nobody in Wheeling has ever gotten scurvy, and it's because of Mia's Cantina. You've saved all of not only Wheeling, but can I point out greater Wheeling from ever getting scurvy. Here's to you. You are a real American hero.
Thank you.
Here's to nobody in the greater Wheeling area getting scurvy. Don, what?
Yeah, I was going to say that there's certainly been a lot of talk about the drinks, and I've had plenty over there at Mia's, but the food is the reason I keep going back there.
Look at you being a sales guy.
I know.
What is okay? So the mole, somebody said.
Yeah, the
Which-
mole is really good. I always have the tacos or the tacos or
Guacamole.
fajitas.
You're a plain Jane, Don, though.
Don,
when it
for the
comes
first
to,
time
I
in
have
his-
the tacos. Like,
For the first time in his life, he had guacamole.
Guacamole.
When?
Last summer.
Last summer.
like, where has he been living?
A rock, a giant.
Seriously,
It's a very big
Did
rock.
your mom ever cook food for you,
How does a
or
guy
like take
that-
you to a restaurant? How does
How
someone
did I
get this
that
big?
without eating food or whatever?
What did you eat? Just carbs,
Mac
like
and
pasta?
cheese.
Yeah.
Mac and cheese.
Stuff I liked.
Yeah.
You know, I want to mention too. You talk about the liquor and how Esteban's describing it as legitimate. He is legitimate.
Yeah.
This is a Mexico City guy.
Well, I'm hearing an
Bring in
accent. So
Mexico.
I thought you were from Sweden, but no, it's you're from.
This is legitimate.
I heard
Mexican.
that accent. I thought this dude is from Norway. He's like Oslo or whatever. No,
Central Mexico,
Central-
Guanajuato.
We had a
Say it again.
story.
Guanajuato.
okay.
We had a story today about the Mexican president, and he posted a picture of what he thinks is an elf. Remember that story that we were doing?
Yeah.
Do you believe in elves?
I don't.
So a lot of times,
He probably was high.
a lot of times because he went to one of the fine dispensaries in the greater Wheeling area. Oh, it comes full
With a
circle.
bakery.
Next to the bakery.
Next to the baby.
Yeah.
And by the way, I'm going to throw this out there. We've got Serenello's. We just welcome Cooper's Hawk back to the
I love
to the
Cooper's
Chamber.
Hawk,
Buca
yeah.
de Beppo. We've got
I love Buca de Campo.
you got
That's hard to
we've
find
got the
one.
old Munich
Yeah.
Tavern if you want a brat. and some
Munich is
beer.
one of the greatest cities on earth. I love that city, and you can go and get a little piece of it in Wheeling.
And Greg,
the bagel place?
we do Chicago Bagel and Bialy. They're
that's
awesome.
good.
I like that Mike is fighting the same fight I'm fighting. I every day, like she just did with we had a story with the Mexican president, blah, blah. We'll be doing something, and then she'll just pull us off into some tangent. You are having to deal with me after some tequila. So I'm trying
Salud.
to pull her back from a tangent. And then you're trying to pull me back. So you're going 2 layers deep into detangenting the
Chaotic.
show.
I haven't even brought
and
up the
bring us
new
back.
restaurant
Yeah,
that has
yeah.
it's a combination of Mexican and
Listen,
Indian.
that's a
It's called
power
a savory plate.
Don't do that. That's a powerful one to bring us back from a triple tangent. Because sometimes Don will put his hand up, and then we'll be talking about something else. We'll be 3 tangents down the road. Save that for then, okay?
You got it.
What are we drinking? We're gonna drink these. All right, because we have one more drink we got to get to.
I drank my old drink.
You're done already.
I mean, I said I was going to have a sip. Now I feel like I just want to
We're moving
stay
on to
here
the-
until the 5:01.
Listen, we're
Yeah.
moving on to the almond one next. Since you've already had 2, why don't you just have that and see what happens?
Okay,
So
whatever.
coming up.
Will I get workers' comp?
Coming up, yes, absolutely. Coming up, we EpiPen Stino live on the. Does anybody have an EpiPen here?
If I can get workers' comp, I'll do it.
If I can get an EpiPen, we'll do it. I try not to kill a co-host. Although, if I was gonna pick one,
Yeah, I know.
anyway, it's 9:34.
Rain and snow possible today with a high of 38. Oh,
So
and
where you
it's
do the
time
happy hour
for
news.
the 95.
I'm over here going, let's do the happy
Yeah,
hour
I didn't
news.
see that. I didn't see that at all. All right. It is time for the 95 WIIL Rock Happy Hour News. Which person or which story am I going to choose? I
A
got
lot of people will prepare for this ahead of time, but let's just
Yeah,
do it
okay.
on the fly.
How about this one? This woman, okay, she mistakenly ate a heart-shaped chip that could have won her $100,000.
Damn it.
I know. So there was this.
Barf it up real quick.
Yeah.
Because the pieces
She
will still
chewed
be.
it, though.
Yeah,
so.
but if she chewed it, I don't know what the contest is or whatever.
So-
Yeah, we'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah, yeah.
But if she chewed it and she swallowed it, as long as she barfed it up right away, the pieces would still be able to be assembled like a puzzle.
No, a chip
Whereas if
melts
the
down.
whereas if the stomach acid ate it away, I'd be
Right.
like, quick, throw up.
She ruined it. It's like a Lay's
it.
potato chip, dude.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
That's very thin, and basically
said.
the company was saying whoever finds and keeps this whoever finds the best chip that's shaped like a heart, take a picture and then turn it into
So
us.
it
We'll
wasn't
give you
like it wasn't like they made a chip into a heart shape
Right.
and sent it out. They're
Right.
saying in a bag of Lay's, if you find a chip that is shaped, because there'll be chips
Right,
shaped like
right.
things, and people are like, "Ooh, it's shaped like Jesus." Yeah, whatever, and then people will
Save
they'll
it,
have
try
a
to-
pilgrimage to pay homage. But they saying if you can find a heart shaped one,
Right.
the best one wins the money.
Right. So
But how did she not know about
So
the
this is what she
contest?
did. So she took a picture of it because
Yeah.
she saw it.
Oh, you had to keep the chip, not just a picture.
Right. She took a picture of it and she sent it to her friend, like as just like a cute, because it was like right around Valentine's Day.
And she didn't even know about the contest.
Well, the friend did.
but she did.
But she didn't. And then she ate the chip after she sent the picture. And then her friend texted her back and was like, don't eat that. Like you could.
But even if there wasn't a contest going on, how hungry are you that if you find a perfectly heart-shaped chip, that you don't like put it on your shelf and like
I wouldn't do that. I would
show
eat
it to
it.
people. Show it to
Take
people.
a picture and be done with it.
Yeah. Now people come over to my house. They're like, "Tom, why are all these chips on your shelf?" I go, "Well, that one's a heart. There's a giraffe. Come over here. Come over here. This one looks straight up like John Belushi." Yeah. It is perfectly heart shaped. Is that the lady?
Yeah. She was upset though, because she could have won $100,000
Burn her
in
dumb
damn
face.
chip.
So from now on, if you find any chip shaped like anything, keep it because down the road there may be a contest.
Right.
And people come over to my house and be like, "There are more shelves with chips on them, Tom. What's going on? Are you a hoarder? Is there a problem here?"
Yeah, happy
All right,
wife.
so we're eating chips now. Esteban is here from Say it, Mia's Cantina in Wheeling. But yeah, there's 2 locations. Now, I don't want you to get in trouble with the other location. So say the other, Mike, plug your ears. Say the other location.
It's 143 West Prospect Avenue, Mount Prospect.
On Prospect, yeah.
373 West Dandy Road,
In Wheeling, that's the good one.
And we
He has a
have
third
also,
restaurant too.
And Chambor, we had 34 West Chambor Road, El Mero Mero.
So
Same
you must
thing.
be doing something right if you can have 3. Why is it the same thing, but you wouldn't call it Mia's?
We tried to come up with a different concept.
Oh, okay. All right. But you just said the same thing.
We ended doing the same thing.
You ended up going to what was working at the other 2 places.
Yes,
All right.
yes.
All right. So we're having some chips and salsa. Very, very good stuff. And we're on our next drink, which is sangria. Now, listen, I like wine, and I like sangria. And where was I? I was in Mexico, and they made sangria. And like sangria that like Americans would make, you'll take some sweet red wine, you'll pour it in a glass with some fruit and dump some Sprite on it. And you say, look, I made sangria. The sangria I had in Mexico had very little wine in it. Is that yours, or does yours have some wine in it?
It's basically brandy,
Yeah.
orange liqueur,
Yeah.
red wine, and syrups and flavors and fruits.
Yeah. There's a lot more to it than some red wine and some Sprite, which would then, yeah.
You need to infuse.
Yeah. But
fruits.
like not a lot of wine, actually. I mean, some.
80% is wine.
Okay, all right.
But the
Not
infused,
Americanized.
The infused is the best part.
The place I had in Mexico, it was like 20% wine. So it must have been like they didn't have a lot of wine, so they put all the other, because you put brandy in it. Like I always thought sangria was weak because when I would make sangria with red wine and Sprite, I weakened the wine really. But what you guys are doing with the brandy is you're fortifying it. Sangria will knock you on your ass if you have real sangria. Yeah, right?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, especially at Mia's, both locations, and then the other place. I'm sure that Mike has something to underail us now. We're 3 layers deep in derail. We're 4 layers deep in derailing right now.
Hey, let me
Bring
say,
me back.
let me give you
Bring
a
it
shout out
back.
to my friend Jimmy at the Union Ale House.
There
Because
you
if
go.
you want a good Cuban sandwich,
I know the Union Ale House. Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah.
Jimmy's. I've been there since his mom Susie would be greeting me at the door. She's passed, but it's a great place, and they've got live music in there periodically. And if you go in there, Jimmy's going to stop by your table and say hi.
What else do they? I'm against the Cuban sandwich. You say that's the thing to go for. I don't know.
Why are you against the Cuban sandwich?
I don't know why. I think there's too much pageantry to it. Like, I love fajitas, but they parade them through the place and everybody can smell them and hear them and see them. I love fajitas, but I don't like the pageantry.
Well, let me talk about the pairing.
Cuban sandwich, there's pageantry there. Oh, look, we took a sandwich and squashed it. You know, I don't.
You know what I like about Jimmy's Cuban
yeah,
sandwich?
what?
What it's paired with. It's got the house-made chips. There's
Yeah.
nothing
Oh,
like
they make them there.
The
Yeah.
house-made chips are
Yeah.
awesome. And then there's also the fried pickles.
Yeah.
There's a sauce he's got for the fried pickles.
Are they're breaded and deep fried?
yeah, and it's so good.
Those house-made chips anywhere you get them too is you're eating chips, but you can still sense the grease on them, and they're extra delicious. Like these, oh yeah, like the.
Well, here
like
this will make Don
Yeah,
happy. Go
yeah.
get a Cuban sandwich with the house-made chips and the fried pickles, and you get a anti-hero beer to go with it, and it's a good night.
Thank you for bringing us back to what we're doing here today.
And my son will get
guacamole?
the sliders.
Esteban makes you guys make your own chips at Mia's because they're in the bag. You can see the grease on the bag, not grease, flavor juice on the bag. Yeah.
Exactly. Every day. Everything is made fresh daily.
Who is higher on the list there as far as employees go? The guy you have squeezing the tons of lemons, or the guy you have cutting and frying chips? Limes, sorry. Limes.
Well, we have Herman Marquez is my main chef.
Mm-hmm.
He's in charge to make sure everything is done fresh daily basis.
Yeah.
And
So his
also,
bottom sous chef is the guy making the chips.
he's the main chef, and then he makes sure the guys
These are good.
they's in charge to do everything well done.
Because they're thicker, and but they're still as crispy. Yeah.
You know who I see at Mia's when I walk in there? Esteban's wife. She's the one greeting us. She's the one saying, hola.
Always, we cannot do this without her. Joy Aguado, she's the one.
She's pleasant.
Always.
She's pretty.
She
But
is.
also, she's quarterbacking the whole place and making sure people get to their tables and don't get upset and everything's good. And then they hide Esteban in the kitchen.
So I discovered almond tequila in Puerto Vallarta many, many years ago Esteban.
So I'm gonna drink my sangria, and Esteban's gonna get the almond tequila ready.
I just want to mention it's become a thing on the plaza on Thursday nights for some of the restaurant owners to get together at the end of the night at Mia's, do a shot of almond tequila.
And they
together.
do that because they're getting ready. It's Thursday night. They're getting ready for their busy weekend.
Correct.
And they got to deal with all, just piles of customers.
Correct.
So they're like, let's go have some tequila first.
Right. You know what else?
And now I want to hear about the almond tequila. Where were you in
I was
Mexico?
in Puerto Vallarta. My wife and I took one of those taxi rides that goes on the switchbacks up in the mountains.
And you go up to the real
We're
places.
looking over the bay.
Yeah,
Sun is setting. We have dinner. We had some,
But you're not down on the Malecon with all the T-shirt shops.
No,
You
we're
went
up in the
to
mountains.
I went up into the real stuff into the mountains one time and had cactus. And can I tell you, never have cactus.
You ate cactus?
Yeah, which, it's a thing.
Ill.
They eat it, but I got violently ill.
And we were in the back of a covered truck with a bunch of tequila. And next thing you know, my wife's got a what's the big spider?
Really?
Yeah, she's got the spider crawling down her
Tarantula?
arm. The tarantula crawling down her arm. Yeah,
You're
it
not
was-
selling this as well as you sell wheeling. You will never be part of the Puerto Vallarta.
I'm gonna hear about this
I'm
later.
sorry, the Greater Puerto Vallarta Chamber of Commerce. They are not hiring you anytime soon. If that was your
Make me a
retirement
quesadilla
job,
with Oaxaca cheese. I'm there.
So, and they had almond tequila.
They had almond tequila. So I came back in Wheeling. We have the Sip Shop and Stroll in the Plaza, where we have music on Thursday nights. And
Sip is drink.
I'm walking around, and Esteban's making tacos out on the plaza, and I was telling him this story. By the way, this had happened 10 years earlier, and he's like, "I got 3 bottles of it." Like, oh my God.
He didn't know what to do with the stuff, and now you brought it up. He's like,
Now it's a thing.
The gringos like it. All right, yeah.
It's
we're
so smooth.
So what are we gonna? We're coming up next. We'll try the almond tequila. Stino will get the EpiPen. We're ready to go. So how do you drink it?
I shoot it.
You just have a shot of almond tequila. All right. I'm kind of a pussy, but we'll do it anyway. Coming up next, shots of
The
almond
next show will be
tequila.
so much better.
Have you seen any? No, this show is. I've been doing this 30 years. It ain't getting any better. Thank you for thinking it could. I appreciate that. We'll do shots of almond tequila.
There's always potential.
Coming up next is no, there is not. 9:48.
Rain and snow likely today with a high of 38.
If there was potential, I'd work at a place that could afford 4 microphones, as you don't have one.
I know, right?
Third largest radio company in America? Is it second or third, Donald? Third. And we couldn't afford a mic for this guy.
Yeah, and by the way, I'm going to put a quick plug in, if I may, for our park district. We have the best outdoor pool.
Mike just keeps bringing us back to the
I'm
task.
sorry,
at
man.
hand.
4th level. The Wheeling Park District outdoor pool is incredible. People come from other suburbs to visit, and their passes are on sale now.
So go get yourself
Wheeling Park District.
some almond tequila, and then head on over to the pool.
Bring some guacamole too.
Have a little guacamole. Wait a half hour and take a dip. There you go.
Awesome.
Almond tequila next on Will Rock.
What are you doing?
Getting chips all over. So Don said the only place, what is it? The only time you've ever had guacamole?
Yeah.
Where? Was
Last
it?
summer at Mia's Cantina.
At Mia's.
Yeah.
You have it again. It's delicious. Anyway. You're weird. And now I found out, we've been talking about almond tequila all morning. You're safe, Stino. They didn't bring any.
I know.
Don said they were bringing some. That's on Don.
Don and I are going to be doing almond tequila shots tonight at Mia's
right.
Cantina.
All right.
Come and say hello.
So I do this right. Would you take a chip and put the right amount of guacamole on it?
Yeah, absolutely. Let me get the camera going here so everybody can see it on TomTube. Live video is streaming. Because you don't want too much, but you don't want too little. I got you, Don. That's a perfect chip. That is perfectly shaped. It's got the puffy little pockets
Does it look
on
like
it.
does it look like a heart?
It has the greasy sheen that you know is delicious. It's not like a heart. We're not going to lose any. She's not listening to you right now. She's doing whatever her thing is.
He asked if it was shaped like a heart.
All right, here we go.
By the way,
I multitask, Tom.
we use totally different.
There you go. There you go, Don. That's the right amount.
right.
That's the right amount right there. Stino ate it that way.
Can't be right.
Awesome. It's like a guacamole sandwich. There's another chip for you. She's making a guacamole Oreo. Is what she's doing. Stupid is what we do, guys. If you're expecting normal, that's not. Here, Don. This is the actual right amount, right there.
Put a lot on here.
Yeah, I was trying.
Hey, I gotta throw out there really quick. You want something quirky in here to drink out of?
Mike's bringing us back.
Get a Bob Tiki cup. They just came out with it. Check it out on Facebook. Look up Bob Chins. They got a Bob Tiki cup.
Yeah.
They're awesome.
Esteban from Mia's Cantina, is this the right amount of
That's about
guacamole?
exactly right.
It looks pretty good.
Thank you.
And I want to say something about the tortilla chips too.
Okay.
We're the only ones use a different tortilla than anyone else. You can tell they're very puffy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the puffy, the little pockets in
and
it.
thick,
That's what I said,
so it's
yeah.
different crunch on it.
Hey, while I eat this, what's the top thing that people order there at Mia's Cantina?
Don,
What?
step away from the microphone. Let me do my show.
Yeah.
Ready?
I am coming at 2:00 and make with the. I'm getting there. It's written down here. Okay.
All right.
Do you want to be sent out?
Ready?
Yeah. Eat your second bite of guacamole ever. He's so weird. He's never had white gravy. I had him over to my house to have white gravy, like chicken fried this or biscuits. He never had that, so I had to have him.
Oh.
He's like a child. Go
So
ahead.
it's the first time.
Go ahead, Don. Go ahead and just eat it.
Hey, you know what else we have in Wheeling?
Mike, just hold on now. Don't
gonna watch-
don't re-rail us yet. It's good. What do you think? What do you think?
You like it?
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah. All right, Mike. What else do you have in Wheeling?
You know what we have in Wheeling besides
Hold on, we
one
got
of-
to get a mic in front of you.
besides one of-
third largest radio company in America who couldn't afford a microphone.
besides one
for
of the
you.
largest manufacturing bases in Illinois. I think we're fourth.
largest, like in
We
general,
also have
overall.
in Illinois.
Wow.
We also have Chicago Executive Airport, where we have companies like WIIL and we've
I
got
just drive by there and I think, wow,
we've
look
got
at those
Atlantic
private.
Aviation,
I see all those
Signature
private jets,
Flight,
and I'm like, I want to go on one of those private jets. Can you arrange that? I want the
Yes.
giant
Yes,
scissors,
I can.
and I want a private jet flight.
You got it. Give me
Really?
a call. Yes.
I think you're talking out your ass.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, all right. I want to. You mentioned quickly. You mentioned Thursdays on the Plaza.
Yes.
And we didn't really get into what that is, other than the bar owners from the town get together to have a shot at tequila before they have to deal with the weekend.
First of all, they built up a great infrastructure. So you've got like Wheeling One set in the back. You've got a plaza with benches and an open area. You can walk around. And that's where you've got the Synergy Theater. You can go watch a movie. You've got CityWorks, which you got all your TV screens. You've got the beer wall. You want a good choice of beers? Look at the CityWorks beer wall. You've got Mia's Cantina. You've got Experience.
too. Yeah.
You've got, you know what? We've got Arctic Spoon. I went to talk to her last night. She's going to be joining our chamber. So if you want rolled ice cream, that's awesome.
You're
That's
saying
oh
these are
no,
weird words to me.
yes. Oh my God, it's incredible.
Are you okay, Stino?
Yeah,
What is wrong?
I need a cigarette.
She wants to leave.
She needs the ice
She's
cream.
not out of the studio
She
by
needs the ice cream. So-
9:53 on Friday. She starts to freak out. You can go.
So
we'll
my-
we'll finish the
my
show.
buddy
I can't,
Brad- my
I
buddy
can't deal with
Brad-
you today. Just go. Just go.
My buddy Brad,
She
who
doesn't
is
like to be in here past 9:50 on Friday, or she starts to freak. Did you see her rubbing her head and acting like somebody had murdered her family?
I'm gonna take
it's
her
because
down
it's past 9:50 and she's still in the room. On
I've got two
Friday, she
places
gets-
in Wheeling to
let's
take her
hold on,
to.
Mike. On Friday, she gets to leave right after the show. She doesn't have to stay and do anybody worked. So about 9:30, she starts to get this way, and by 9:50, it's like somebody murdered her family in front of her if she's still in the room. No, go ahead. You can go.
I really like the guests. I just am a busy person.
Yeah. You know what she has planned, Mike? And she's been talking about No, wait, she's a busy person. You know what she's going home to do?
Yeah.
Stino, what are you going to do? What is your busy that you're doing after this that you talked about all morning? So I'm not lying. I'm not making this up. What are you going to do, Christina? Where are you going next? What's your next thing you're going to do? Where are you going? Your busy person schedule. And you know you can't lie because you've been talking about it off air all morning. Where are you going? What are you doing? What's next? Where are you on your way to?
I have a babysitter, so I'm taking a nap.
Yeah, Mike, she's got to get out of here. You can't keep her in. She has.
I don't want to
She's
interrupt
a
the nap.
very
You know
busy
what?
person.
Have you ever seen a
She's
mama
a
bear?
very busy person.
Have you ever seen a mama bear? Don't get between a mama bear
No,
and
go
her nap.
ahead, Christina. I don't want to keep you from your busy
Nice
schedule.
meeting you guys.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming in.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for
Yeah.
It's a
hanging
blast.
out.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
blast.
About
Thanks
8
for the
o'clock.
bully.
About 8 o'clock, she starts planning her Friday, and by 9:30, she's checked out. So
Thursday
All right.
nights on the plaza,
Nap time.
we've got live music out in the plaza.
Mike keeps trying to bring it back to being a
Brad-
radio show.
My buddy Brad has built a
Yeah.
stage outside. We've got one incredibly high level music.
Did he get permits? I hope he
You
got
could
permits.
sit outside. Mia's Cantina. This is like those Chicago
Mike's
places.
just still working, man. He's going.
You know
How
the
did you
Chicago-
get a job as a spokesperson? You really don't know what you're doing.
So you know how you have the Chicago places along like Belmont or whatever.
Yeah,
The garage doors open up
Yeah,
and you're
yeah,
sitting
yeah.
along the street. That's Mia's Cantina on Thursday nights. You sit at a table. You have the open air. You're listening
I'm
to the
going.
live
You've
music.
sold it to me, and I'm
It's
very hard
awesome.
to get
It's
out on a
incredible.
Thursday
you
night.
can sit outside in the beer garden at City Works.
Yeah.
Go get I'm telling you, go check out the pot
Pot
roast,
roast.
the macaroni and cheese at Meat and Potato.
Mike, you
Tell
need
my
to
friend
fire
Jo-
up if you want to do your job. You need to
Sorry,
fire
man.
up a little.
Sorry, I'm not energized.
You need to
enough.
fire up a little bit.
I'll have some more sangria.
All right, so here's what I gotta ask. I gotta ask Esteban, and I always do this. And Don tried to steal it from me because f you, Don. You come into Mia's Cantina, and I know this is like asking you to pick a favorite child, but I'm driving through town. I'm from Kansas City, and I'm stopping at your place. I'm only gonna have one thing, and this is what will represent your restaurant. And it's one thing. It's not two. It's one thing. What do I order?
Carne asada.
The carne asada.
Yeah, we use outer skirt steak, marinated with garlic, cilantro, olive oil.
Yeah.
Very tasty.
Yeah, get the carne asada.
And it goes in the tacos, it goes in the fajitas.
So
or,
make sure you
or
get
the
something
meal.
that lists carne asada.
Carne asada.
And have the almond tequila.
Yes.
Which is so delicate it can't travel. Even though Don said you were bringing it here.
We're having it tonight. Come out
We're
and join
having it
us.
tonight. Mia's Cantina in Greater Wheeling. That's actually in Wheeling. Thank you guys for coming in today.
Thank you
you.
very much for having us.
Stino, anything you want to add? It's 10 o'clock.
WheelingAreaChamber.com.
Did you hear when Stino left? You heard, pew, just gone.
Did I say that? WheelingAreaChamber.com.
No. Why didn't you mention that earlier?
Let me try it again. WheelingAreaChamber.com.
It's like the first day you're doing this job. You have no idea what you're doing. Every time we left
Lo
topic,
siento.
every time we left topic, Mike brought us back to Wheeling. So there you go.
Muchas gracias.
He got a plug in for the airport.
Hey,
Long
how about
toss.
the Indian Trails Public Library? Did I
Thanks to
plug them?
There it is. Thanks to Kinnaman Accounting and Tax Service. You make the green, they count the beans.
And you mean miascantina.com.
miascantina.com.
Apparently,
Wheeling.
apparently, Esteban,
Wheeling.
apparently Esteban went to the Mike School of Public Promotion. 95 Will Rock, D-Rock Station.
Thanks for having us.
Log toss, thanks to Kinnaman Accounting and Tax Service. You make the green, they count the beans. I missed. 95 Will Rock, the Rock Station, 10:04. Waiting for Stino to do weather. But she had important things to go do. I have important things to do. Anyway, we're going to get out of here. It's Friday. It's the day she gets to go home and relax a little before we head out for the weekend. 501 Club Party tonight is at the Long Shot. That's Stino's home bar. Come out. She will be in rare form. She's napping today. So you want to go out and see her this afternoon, 501 Club Party. We got drink specials, great pizza there at Long Shot. Plus, we'll have tickets for Fall Out Boy at Wrigley in June and Hailstorm at the Wisconsin State Fair in August. 501 this afternoon. Long Shot is on 120 in Lakemore. We'll see you there at 501 95 Will Rock. Stino's got the Weekend Rewind tomorrow morning. Other than that, we'll talk to you Monday morning bright and early, 5 until 10. You have a great weekend. 95 Will Rock, the Rock Station.